I was about to say good morning, but then I realized it's 2 in the afternoon. Not really morning anymore, right? Yeah. So, yesterday was a full moon. That was fun. I hope you used that. I just realized I'm missing one of my things I'm about to talk about. Hang on, I gotta get that. I have my stuff, my journal pulled up. I just didn't have the most recent one I did in it. Okay. So time for daily tarot. So let's get started. I have everything here. For the whimsical arcane challenge, today's word was enhance. I drew the 2 of chalices from the epic tarot. So my interpretation of enhance with this is nurture your relationships, keep them balanced and harmonious, and doing so will enhance your connection with that person. Alright, the May Elements Challenge. We're still in Earth, of course, because it's six days for each element, like I said. The question is, where do I need more Earth energy in my life? And I drew the 7 of Wands. So the 7 of Wands is about preparing for a fight, being prepared to fight, defending when you need to defend. You can see she's kind of in I would call it a little bit of a defensive posture, like the wand is in front of her. Doesn't look like she's ready to beat someone with it, but more like she's ready to defend. You have to take a stand when it makes sense and that sort of thing. So, the way I looked at this for where do I need more Earth energy is when you have this come up, Earth can help ground and stabilize you for those moments, right? So if you think about being defensive and not letting someone move you or something like that, you need to have your feet firmly planted on the ground, right? On the earth. So that's how I kind of looked at it, as earth is your kind of stable, solid foundation during times of peace. So, the major challenge today is focused around justice. Here's the Justice card from my Mystic Dreamers Tarot. The last card was also from my Mystic Dreamers Tarot. I forget to tell you sometimes. And it is, what does justice look like to you? So to me, justice is fairness. It's equality. It's, open-mindedness. You can't really dole out justice if you are closed-minded. Not being biased, things like that. That's how I see justice. Daily draws. I drew from my Witch's Oracle today, and what I got is the Witch's Circle. So you can see it's a circle with the 4 elements in it: earth, water, fire, and air. At the cardinal directions they go with. So what this card is about, it's about having your own sacred space, your own safe haven, but it's in you. It doesn't have to be a physical place. It's just in you, with visualization and such. So when you need it, when you need to maybe get away from the world, use your sacred space. And the incantation with this one that I like to read is, my sacred space is with me wherever I go. It is the one thing I will never outgrow. I open the circle whenever need be. It is my shelter and I hold the key. So, very safe feeling. Alright, last, we have my journal exercise. This is the one I didn't have over here and I had to move it over there real quick. So what I drew today for the journal exercise is Temperance. This card to me, it follows the typical temperance here where there's 2 cups and liquid going between them. That's a typical Rider-Waite symbolism for temperance. But to me, she looks like she's brewing up something awful. Something a little evil. But that's what you get when you use a Gothic tarot, right? I like it though. Alright, so the journal prompt for temperance is, what does it mean to live in harmony? How do you find balance in your day-to-day life, and what areas of your life are not in sync? So to me, harmony means living in balance. It means doing things that are good for you, your family, and your world. And not doing things that are bad for those as much as you can. I try to find balance in my day. To me, balancing my day is like making sure I don't kind of get sucked into one thing and do that like all day or most of my day. So like Monday, for example, that happened. I had an issue with the place that was hosting my website for my tarot, and I had to cancel with them like all of a sudden and go rebuild my website somewhere else. And I spent a lot of time that day on it. Now, granted, that was more of like an urgent situation that kind of required me to do that, but on a normal day-to-day basis, I want to make sure I don't do things like that. So, and it could be anything. It could be, I start watching YouTube videos about whatever, tarot vlogs, beauty channels, like whatever, news channels, and just like you kind of get sucked in and start watching video after video after video after video, and before you know it, like 3 hours has passed. Like that can get you. I like to play video games sometimes. And it's, if you let yourself get too distracted with that, like, you could not be balancing your day well. Working on my tarot business, Monday, like I said, I kind of had to have my day mostly taken up with it. But I try to just make sure I balance by basically planning my day and setting aside time in my day for all the various things I need to do. Like I set aside time to do my tarot. I set aside time for my business. I set aside time even for just doing like, fun social media things and watching YouTube videos. Because if I don't set aside time for those, I may get so busy and do the other things and not take the time out to do the more fun stuff. You know what I mean? So on a day-to-day basis, I tend to plan my day. And on a weekly basis, I also plan in some things. Like, for example, the 2 days a week my husband are off, those days I don't work on my tarot business. I kind of take those as my off days to make sure that I don't spend so much time in it, because I don't want to get burnt out on it. I enjoy it. I very much enjoy doing tarot, so I want to make sure I keep everything balanced and don't get to that burnout period. So that's how I'm handling that. Let me know what you do to keep your life in balance, and what do you think it means to live in harmony? And what does justice look like to you too? That question. So, alright, I am going to let you go. I will see you in tomorrow's daily tarot video. I hope you have a wonderful day. Love and light to you. Bye-bye.